Disney is getting back into NFTs. They just dropped this Twitter account. You need to follow it. I've got all the details that you need to know about Disney Pinnacle and who said NFTs were dead. NFTs are dead. Yeah, they are dead. Okay. Down below there are chapters so you can fast forward to the sections that you want to help you navigate the video easier. Also, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research before moving in on the NFT space. It's very, very risky, very, very speculative. So Disney Pinnacle, this is going to be, the reason I say back into the NFT space, I'll get on this soon, is because Disney have dabbled before with VV. Now look, what Disney Pinnacle is, it is an NFT collection of Disney pins. So what it means is it means that people will be able to buy pins, and these are characters from Walt Disney, Pixar, and then also the Star Wars universes. So that is just the basic rundown of it. Now it is going to be a mobile first application, and that's how people are going to essentially buy the NFTs, and it is done by Dapper Labs. Now Dapper Labs are huge in the NFT ecosystem, so it's on the Flow blockchain, but Dapper Labs have done NBA Top Shot. They've also done things like the NFL, UFC, and CryptoKitties. So they are in very good hands. So it's not like it's an underground ragtag team that are actually putting this together. It looks like it's a competent team on a blockchain that should make it easier for the consumer. And then when just a real quick background into Dapper Labs, they've been around for years in the space. They've really pioneered and really got people into collecting digital collectibles with things like NBA Top Shot. So it is quite a big deal. And then even when you look at Flow blockchain, they are it is an established blockchain that people actually use, that people are happy to use, and there's a lot of news going around. Now, why is Disney doing these collectible pins? Well, it's because they actually sell pins like these at Disneyland. Now look, Easy Eats Bodega, big shout out Easy. I absolutely love what he does and all of his content. He put out this tweet, and this kind of really breaks it down. The pins that they actually sell physicals of at Disneyland absolutely cook. They do really well, and they do a lot of trading on the secondary market. People absolutely love them. So this is a very good way for Disney to have a collectible that does resonate with those that are collecting within the sort of Disney ecosystem. So that's why I think, and a lot of people think that they have made this move, because it's a natural progression of what people are collecting. People are selling, people are flipping, and even checking this out when you have a look on eBay for these pins. You can see here that a quick search of things that have sold recently, there are lots. So people have collected a bunch of pins, and they're selling well into the hundreds of dollars. This is Australian dollars, so it is a little bit different. But you can see here, there's a pin here for 175. There are some pins here for 120. So there is a market and some secondary action for the pins. So that's why it makes sense. So what they are actually doing right now is they've essentially got a wait list open, and I suggest you go on. You can see here, I've put in my email address for the waitlist. I think this is a very smart thing to do, because it doesn't hurt to do that, because the first movers on this should, not financial advice, but they should be able to make some money off this when the action flows in and things get very, very frothy. Why do I say that? Well, because of this. Disney have sold a series of NFTs on the VV app, and they've done a whole bunch of different ones. There are so many different categories that I can't really go over them all. But to point something out is the Disney moments. Now this thing absolutely cooked when they actually sold. Now this thing, Disney moments, this thing sold for $333, and its current floor price is $2,050, and after these sold, the resale on these were crazy. And it's not just this one, there's a whole bunch of these Disney moments. So as you can see, if the past is any indication of what the future will be like, depending on the supply, it really depends on the supply, it seems like Disney Pinnacle will be a very good way for flippers to make some tidy little flips. Now, the reason this gets really exciting and bullish for the NFT space as a whole is the fact that a big brand like Disney, they've dabbled in NFTs before, they have seen what they're going to do. Now, it really depends on if they will provide any utility. I don't think they will, because it is very easy for Disney to be like, hey, we're Disney, buy our stuff, and then just essentially extract liquidity from the market. But what this does do is it gives us degenerates another thing to look at, another thing to play with, another thing to speculate on, which is all what we like to do to essentially make some flips. There will be bag holders, so if you do go in and play this game, don't expect to just print free money. There will eventually be bag holders as there are in essentially all of the sort of NFT space. So please be careful when you actually get into this. But saying that, it's not hard to get on the waitlist, because if you can get on the waitlist and actually are able to have a bit of a play and actually dabble, especially those first ones, they usually do cook while people are still skeptical of it. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. Now, another reason why I'm bullish on this is big news. All of the crypto and NFT outlets will be speaking about this. This will bring in new liquidity. When you have a look at how NBA Top Shot evolved and how it was able to onboard people into the NFT space and get people comfortable with NFTs, which was usually the gateway drug for other sort of other collections, other chains, etc. This is a good thing. It just gets people more intrigued about the space and gets more and new liquidity into the market, which is good for those that like to trade and kind of play and speculate within the market, which I think is really good. So that's why I'm kind of bullish on the space. That's why I like it. It just brings more attention and it's good, and it shows you that big quality brands aren't fading the space. They think it will come back, but saying that, it could be Bob Iger just trying to get another fat payday for himself. So that is a look at what Disney Pinnacle is, give you a little bit of a background of what can actually happen with it after essentially it mints, how you can get on the waitlist and all of that. I don't think it should be faded. I think it should it's something that should be paid attention to if you want to essentially make those plays in the start of the end of the bear market, start of the bull for NFTs. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below. Let me know how pumped you are for Disney Pinnacle. I had a pleasure making this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.